Hello everyone.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Is there an echo issue?
Well, now
Now
is there
is
an
there an
issue? I think the issue is still prevalent. Is it okay right now? Can you guys drop in chat box if my audio is okay or not? I'm not entirely sure. Uh, one second. Hello, everyone. Can anyone respond if you are able to hear me? Well, okay. Today I will be taking the class as Iqbal sir is having fever. So if the echo issue is not there, let's start. Is the echo there? Yeah, well, I also hope that he gets better soon. Guys, if there is no issue with the audio, I'll start the class. Okay, let's start. So, is my screen visible? Oh, okay. So in the last class, we stopped at the question 21. So let's start with 22. Okay. So read the question. So basically, we are given a table wherein we have the data. So in 2008, there were 29 states with 10 or more electoral votes. So it's shown in that table. Now, based on this table, we have to find the median number of electoral votes for the 21 states. Is the question clear? So basically, we are given 21 states with around more than 10 electoral votes. And suppose for here, the frequencies for 10 and 11 are like us 4. Can you see like um, 1 second, guys, 1 second, guys. There's some issue that I'm facing. Okay. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is we have around 21 states with more than 10 electoral votes. And for say when the electoral votes is, we have 4 states with electoral votes 10, and we have 4 states with electoral votes 11, and we have 1 state with electoral votes, that's 12. That's how we read this table, the table that is being given here. So what we need to find is the median of these electoral votes for the 21 states. Basically, it is just writing this states in according to their increasing number of electoral votes and finding the state, means finding the middle number. Basically, write it in the order. See, here the states are arranged in the order, increasing order of their electoral votes. The first 4 states have 10 electoral votes, and the next 4 have 11 electoral votes each, and then the next state has 12 electoral votes, and so on. So we are basically arranging them in the order, increasing order. We can write it in the decreasing order also. The order doesn't matter. Okay. Now we have to find the middle number in this ordered list. So here we have 21 states. So the middle number will be the 11th number, right? So which would be the 11th number? The first, like the first 4 states has 10 electoral votes. The next 4 has 11 electoral votes. So totally after 8 state, we have 11 electoral votes. The 9th state has 12 electoral, and 10th state has 13, and the 11th state has 15. So here the 11th, middle number, the 11th state has 15 electoral votes. So our required median will be 15. Am I like, do you guys understand what I'm trying to say? If you face any issue, just let me know, because this is like our first class together, so we may face issues. So if any one of you is facing an issue with my class, just let me know. Okay. So here the median will be 15. So the option corresponding to 15 is B. So the correct answer is B. Did everyone get it? Or should I explain it again, once again? Viraj, Sneha, are you guys there? Cool. Okay. Should I slow it down or should I increase the first? I mean, like, is the space is fine? Sure. Okay. Well, since you guys understood this question, let's move on to the next. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Let's go. So here basically we are given a graph. Let's see what this graph is about. So as a part of an experiment, a ball was dropped and allowed to bounce repeatedly off the ground until it came to a rest. So here the graph basically represents the relationship between the time elapsed after the ball was dropped and the height of the ball above the ground. So on the x-axis, we have the time elapsed after the ball was dropped, and on the y-axis, we have the height of the ball above the ground. So what we are asked is, we have to find how many times the ball was at a height of 2 feet. Okay. So on the y-axis, we have the height, right? So we have to basically find how many times this horizontal line corresponding to y-axis, I mean 2, this horizontal line corresponding to 2 cuts this curve. That will give us how many times the ball reaches the height 2, right? So it cuts 1, 2, 3 times, right? So here the ball reaches the height 2, 3 times. So our answer would be option C. Is it fine? Should I go it again? Go it again. I think I'm going a bit fast for some. So I'll explain it once again. So basically what we needed to find was how many times the ball hits the height 2. So herein, on y-axis, we have the height. So we have to basically find how many times the line, this horizontal line corresponding to height 2 cuts the curve. Okay, so we have 3 points wherein it cuts. So the answer will be 3, and this corresponds to our option C. If you have any doubt, just come and just say. I won't understand if you have any doubt if you guys don't say it right. Sneha, did you get it? Okay. What about Varun? Varun, are you able to follow me? Okay. So now let's move on to the next question. Read the question, guys, and see whether you can solve it by yourselves. So what's the question saying? A customer's monthly water bill was $75.74. Due to a rate increase, her monthly bill is now $79.86. To the nearest tenth of a percent, by what percent did the amount of the customer's water bill increase? Have any one of you solved it before? If you have, what will be the answer? Ah, it's fine, Sneha. Viraj, you have solved this? What did you get the answer, if you have? I guess no one has tried it. Oh, you mean you agree to Sneha, okay. So let's deal with this question, how to go about. So originally the customer's water bill was $75.74. Then it increased to $79.86. So what we are asked to find is the percentage increase in the amount of the customer's water bill. Note that it is a percentage increase, not the absolute increase. Okay, so what will be the percentage increase? It will be basically the difference between the two water bills and divided by the initial water bill, since its percentage multiplied by 100. Got it? So this will be basically 4.12 by 75.54 into 100. And this approximately equals 0.054 into 100, which is 5.4%. We have to give the answer to the nearest tenth of a percent. This was basically around 0.0545 and all. So the nearest 10% would be 5.4. So the percentage increase in the amount of customers' water bill will be 5.4%, and this corresponds to option D. C, in order to confuse us, in option A, we are given 4.1%. That is actually the absolute increase in the monthly bill. So we have to be clear what is asked. In this question, it is the percentage increase that is asked, not the absolute increase. So the correct answer is option D. Got it, everyone? Any doubt? Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Read the question, guys. Okay. We are given a table wherein we have some values. So what are these values? These values are of a linear function f. Okay, so if x takes value 0, then f of x is equal to -2. That is, f of 0 is -2. And we are asked to find the value of f of 3. I guess using the previous knowledge that we have attained through those classes, you guys can solve it, right? I mean, we are basically given a linear function. How does, in what format does a linear function in one variable look like? We can write it in the form ax plus b, right? So here x is the variable, then the linear function of one variable can be written as f of x is equal to ax plus b. Now using this, try to solve this question. If you guys get the answer, let me know. I'll give you like 2 minutes. Seven. What about the rest? Robin, Varun, are you guys trying? Oh, seven. Seven is the right answer. Let's see how it's to be done. So from the table, we get that f of 0 equal to -2, right? So now substituting the value 0 in f of x is equal to ax plus b, we get that a times 0 plus b equal to -2, which means b equal to -2. So from here we get b equal to -2. Now, we also have f of 2 equal to 4. Since b is equal to -2, we have 2a minus 2 equal to 4. Okay, so 2a equal to 4 plus 2. Taking 2 to the other side, we get 2a equal to 4 plus 2, which is 6. Now dividing throughout by 2, we get a equal to 6 by 2, which is 3. Okay. Now what we need to find is f of 3. So we have a equal to 3 and b equal to -2. So our linear function will be of the form f of x equal to 3x minus 2. Now in the place of x, put 3 and we'll get the required value. So f of 3 is equal to 3 times 3. Sorry, here it needs to be 2. I made a mistake. It's -2. So it will be 9 minus 2. So basically 7. And 7, the option corresponding to 7 is B. So our answer is B. Varun, did you understand? What about Alina? Are you guys there? If you guys are facing any issue, just let me know, okay? So Let's move on to the next question. It looks big, but it's kind of an easy question. There's nothing to worry. So let's go about it. Read the question goes like, in a gear ratio R is to S is the ratio of the number of teeth of the two connected gears. The ratio of the number of revolution per minute, that is the RPM, of two gear wheels is S is to R. Okay, so what we are given is that if the gear ratio is R is to S, then the corresponding RPM ratio will be S is to R, just the inverse. Okay. Now in this diagram, we are given gear A is turned by a motor. The turning of gear A causes turning of gear B and C as well. Okay. In gear A, we have like 20 teeth. Gear B, we have 60 teeth. And gear C, we have 10 teeth. Using these number, we can find the gear ratio, right? Okay, now let's keep that aside. Now, what is the question? If gear A is rotated by the motor at a rate of 100 RPM, what is the number of revolution per minute for your gear C? Well, easy. Let's see. So let's first consider the gear A and gear B. Gear A has 20 teeth and gear B has 60 teeth. So what will be their gear ratio? Their gear ratio will be 20 is to 60, which is basically 1 is to 3. That is, they cancel out 20, like divide both sides by 20. That's just basically 20 by 60. Canceling out 20, we will get 1 by 3. So the gear ratio for gears A and B will be 1 is to 3. So since the RPM ratio will be just the inverse, the RPM ratio for gears A and B will be 3 is to 1. Cool. So the RPM ratio of gears A and B will be 3 is to 1. So what does this mean? It means that if gear A have 300 RPM, then gear B have 100 RPM. That's basically what this 3 is to 1 ratio implies. Suppose gear A is rotated at a rate of 600 RPM, then gear B will be rotated at 600 by 3, that is 200 RPM. So using this ratio, if we can find the RPM of gear B if gear A is given and vice versa. Okay, now moving on. Gear B has 60 teeth and gear C has 10 teeth. Therefore, the gear ratio for B and C is 60 is to 10, which is basically 6 is to 1. And since the RPM ratio is just the inverse, it will be 1 is to 6. Okay, the RPM ratio of B and C will be 1 is to 6. So what does that say? It says that if gear B is rotated by say 100 RPM, then gear C will be rotated at 600 RPM. That is just multiply by 6. And if gear C is rotated by say 1200 RPM, then gear B will be rotated by 1200 divided by 6, which is 200 RPM. So using this ratio, we can find the RPM of B given C or C given B. Okay. Now, in our question, we are given that the gear A is rotated by a motor at a rate of 100 RPM. Right. Then what will be the rate by which gear B will be rotated? If you guys are following, can you guys say at what RPM will gear B be rotated if gear A is rotated at 100 RPM? Did you get my question? Gear A is rotated at 100 RPM. Then at what rate will gear B be rotated? Just use the RPM ratio. Here it is 3:1. So gear A is rotated at 100 RPM. Then what rate will gear B be rotated? Yeah, we are asking for gear C. I'm just asking what will be that for gear B? If gear. The question is for gear C. In order to find the RPM of gear C, we need to know the RPM of gear B, right? Because only B and C is connected. So in order to find the RPM of B, we need to find the RPM of B first, right? So what will be that? Are you guys are not understanding what I'm trying to say? I can go again once. I mean, like, if you guys are facing a problem, just come out, like say it out. Okay, just say yes or no. Did you guys understand? Everyone, just say yes or no. If you didn't understand, just say no out loud. There's no issue. Robin, did you understand? Sneha, did you understand? Varun? Guys, if there is no communication, how can I know whether you guys did got it or not? Hmm. Johan, are you there? Prisha? Okay. Okay, so basically, we are given the gear A runs at 100 RPM. Yeah, it would be around 33, like 33.333. It's okay, Prisha, no issue. So gear A runs at 100 RPM. So, and we have the ratio that we have the ratio of number of RPM for gear and gear B to be 3:1. So if gear A runs at 100 RPM, then gear B should run at 100 by 3. Option A. Well, let's see. So we got the RPM, I mean, the rate at which gear B runs to be 100 by 3 RPM. Till that it's clear, right? Now, since gear B runs at 100 by 3 RPM, and the ratio of RPMs for gear B and gear C is 1:3, 1:6, then gear C will run at 100 by 3 into 6, which is equal to 200 RPM. Did you guys got stuck anywhere? Get stuck anywhere like? Johan, did you understand? Using the rate of gear A, we can find the rate of gear B, and using the rate of gear B, we can find the rate of gear C. It's like connected. So the answer will be 200 RPM, and this corresponds to option C. Cool. Let's move on to the next question, guys. Read the question. In the xy plane, the graph of 2x square minus 6x plus 2y square plus 2y equal to 45 is a circle. So the given equation is that of a circle. Now we are asked, what is the radius of the circle? Do you guys know the general standard equation of a circle? Like if HK is the center and R is the radius, what is the equation of the corresponding circle? Say S if you guys know. And no if you don't. There's no issue. Okay. Okay, let's see. So basically, this is a circle centered at HK, and the length of the radius is given by R. So the equation of such a circle with center HK and radius R is of this form: x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equal to R square. This is a standard equation, and it would be good if you guys can remember it, like just by hearted. You will require it in further questions that may come. So here h and k are the, h is the x coordinate of the center, k is the y coordinate of the center, and r is the radius. So the circle with center hk and radius r is of the form this. Note it down. Means like it's basically a quadratic equation in two variables. Cool. Just note it down. So now our equation of the circle is 2x square minus 6x plus 2y square plus 2y equal to 45. Note that the coefficients of x square and y square is 2. And in our equation, standard equation, the coefficients of x square and y square is 1. So what we need to do, we have to make this equation, the given equation, to this form. We have to transform it to the required standard form so that we can find the radius. So what we will do, this is our equation. We will throughout divide it by 2 so as to make the coefficient of x square and y square 1. Are you guys following? Johan, are you there? Means are you Able to follow what I'm trying to say? Do you need me to slow down? Okay. Cool. So what we did is we divided the equation throughout by 2. So we get x square minus 3x plus y square plus y is equal to 45 by 2. Cool. Now our equation is of the form x minus h the whole square. So what we need to do is to complete the square. That is, what we'll do is, you guys know that a minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. You know the formula, right? Iqbal sir has told you before, I remember. A minus b the whole square and a plus b the whole square. You guys know those formulas, right? Say yes if you know, no if you don't. Okay. So what we are trying to do is, like, we are trying to get our equation into the form x minus something the whole square plus y minus something the whole square equal to some r square. So for that, what we did is x square minus 2 into 3 by 2. This is like x square minus 2ab. Here a is 3 by 2. I mean, it's like a is x and b is 3 by 2. Plus 3 by 2 the whole square, that is same as b square. So the first 3 terms will be a square minus 2ab plus b square. It is in that form, right? So we are trying to make it into that form so that we can write it like x minus 3 by 2 the whole square. So since we added a term 3 by 2 the whole square, we have to subtract it as well. So minus 3 by 2 the whole square. Now, similarly for the y terms as well, we have to make the term, we have to convert it into the form y minus something the whole square. So what we'll do is y square plus 2 into 1 by 2. That's just basically 1. So we'll write it as 2 into 1 by 2, just for your understanding. And plus 1 by 2 the whole square. So these terms y square plus 2 into y by 1 by 2 y plus 1 by 2 the whole square is of the form of the expansion of a plus b the whole square, right? So this we can write it as y plus 1 by 2 the whole square. Since we added 1 by 2 the whole square, we need to subtract as well. So see, the first 3 terms will be of the form x minus 3 by 2 the whole square. That is, the first 3 terms is basically the expansion of x minus 3 by 2 the whole square. And minus 9 by 4, that is 3 by 2 the whole square is equal to 9 by 4. Okay. Now plus the next 3 terms is basically the expansion of y plus 1 by 2 the whole square. Then minus 1 by 4 equal to 45 by 2. Are you guys with me? Viraj, did you understand? Means if you guys face an issue, just let me know. Okay. Viraj, are you guys with me? Like, did you get it? Okay. So next, so on rearranging and adding minus 9 by 4 and minus 1 by 4, we get minus 10 by 4. Okay. Now take this minus 10 by 4 to the other side. So we will get like x minus 3 by 2 the whole square plus y plus half the whole square equal to 45 by 2 plus 10 by 4. 10 by 4 is basically 5 by 2. Cancel the 2 out. So it's basically 5 by 2. So 45 by 2 plus 5 by 2, that is 50 by 2, which is equal to 25. 25 is the square of 5, right? So we can write it as x minus 3 by 2 the whole square plus y plus 1 by 2 the whole square equal to 5 square. So now comparing this equation with our standard form, that is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square equal to r square, we get that r equal to 5. So the required radius of the circle is 5. So our answer should be option A. If you guys are still with me, just say an S. Johan, did you get me? Like, did you understand the solution? Yeah, okay. What about Alina? Alina, are you there? Alina. Okay. So this is easy, right? I mean, if you know the standard equation of the circle, just make our equation, like transform our equation to that form. Basically, we need to remember the standard equation just by hearted. Okay. Now moving on to the next question. So the answer is option A, just 5. So next question. Read the question. I'll give you like 1 minute to read the question. See if you can solve it by yourselves. I'll give you like 2 minutes. Right. It's easy, very easy, very easy. Try it out yourselves. If you guys got the answer, just let me know. There's no issue if you don't get it. Just try it for fun. Try it. Well, what's the question? Two different points on a number line are both 3 units from the point. Well, Sneha has done it. Good. Let's give the others some time. Okay. Okay, guys, let's see what the question is. So we are basically given two different points on a number line. And these 2 points are 3 units from the point with the coordinate -4. Okay, so we have a number line and we have 2 points on those number line, which are 3 units away from the coordinate -4. So from the point -4, it is 3 units away. Okay, so we are asked the solution to which of the following equation gives the coordinates of both the points. So let's see a general case. The coordinates of a point at a distance d units from the point with the coordinate a on the number line are basically the solutions to the equation modulus of x minus a equal to d. Modulus of x minus a basically gives the distance between the point x and the coordinate a. Right. X is actually the coordinate of the point and a is the given coordinate. Then modulus of x minus a is the distance between x and a, means like the point with the coordinates x and a. And we are given that this distance equal to d. So the corresponding equation will be basically modulus of x minus a equal to d. Any doubt? Alina, have you got any doubt? Alina, are you there? Again. Okay, so basically using this here in our question, the distance is given to be 3 units. So d equal to 3 and our coordinate is given to be -4. So using that, our required solution will be very easy to find. You got it? You guys got it? Just substitute for the values a and d and your answer will be right in front of you. If you got it, what is the answer? Which option? Johan, which option? Just if you understood what I'm saying, it will be very easy to do it. So what will be the correct answer? Here a equal to -4, d equal to 3. Yeah. Okay. So the answer would be modulus of x plus 4 equal to 3. Yes. Because here the distance is 3 units and the coordinate is -4. Just substitute. We get modulus of x minus -4 equal to 3, which is basically modulus of x plus 4 equal to 3. Yes. So the answer is option A. Now moving on to the next question. A motor powers a model car so that after starting from rest, the car travels s inches in t seconds, where s is equal to 16t root t. Which of the following gives the average speed of the car in inches per second, or the first t seconds after it starts? So we are like asked to find the average speed of the car. That is our question. So what is the average speed of car? It's basically the distance traveled, total distance traveled by the total time the car traveled. Right. That is basically what the average speed of the car entitles, like the total distance traveled by the car by the total time the car traveled. Okay, so herein we are given that the car travels s inches in t seconds, and where s is given by an equation 16t root t. So using this, find the average speed. Can you guys try it out? Just try it out. Using that equation is equal to 16t root t and the equation for the average speed of the model, we can directly find the solution. Try it out. So basically we need to know what is the total distance traveled by the car and in total time traveled by the car, which will be basically s by t, right? And this is given by 16t root t. Just substitute the values and you'll get the answer, right? Okay, I'll say. So we are given the equation, the distance traveled by the car from rest in t seconds equal to 16t root t, right? So when at rest, what is the distance? When t equal to 0, the distance traveled is equal to 0. Just put the value 0 in this equation and we'll get the distance traveled equal to 0. So the total distance traveled in t seconds will equal 16t root t. There is no confusion there, right? Like it's basically given. That is the distance traveled is equal to 16t root t. Okay, so this distance is covered in t seconds. So the total time taken will be t seconds. So now using these two, the average speed will be 16t root t by t. That is 16t root t is covered in t seconds. So 16 to t root t by t, which equals 16 root t inches per second. And this answer corresponds to option B. So the answer is option B. Did you guys get it? Any doubt, any doubt? Risha, did you get it? I mean, do you have any doubt regarding this solution? Cool. Okay. Okay. Viraj, did you get it? Okay. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay. So what does this question say? We are given a scatter plot which shows the amount of electric energy generated in millions of megawatt hours by nuclear sources over a 10-year period. So on the x-axis, we have like time, and on the y-axis, we have the energy. And we are asked which model fits the data best. Okay. And now look at the options. So from these options, we can see that they are basically the equations of some parabola. You guys know the general equation of the parabola? Yes or no? Do you guys know the general equation of a parabola? So it's basically of the form ax square plus bx plus c. And if it's an upward parabola, a will be positive. And if it's a downward parabola, it will be negative. And the c is a in the equation ax square plus bx plus c will be the y-intercept. So from our options, we can necessarily see that the equations are all of parabolas. Option A is of an upward parabola with, because 1.674 is a positive number, right? So it's a parabola out towards up. It's opening upwards. And we can see that the coordinate, like the constant term is minus 745.73, which is a negative quantity. It's basically saying that the y-intercept is minus 745.73. But from the graph, it's like notable that the y-intercept will be somewhere in the positive side, around 740, right? I mean, like, it won't go towards negative. That's a far stretch from our scatter plot. So what do we observe from this scatter plot? What can we say? By looking at this scatter plot, do you guys think it is an upward opening parabola or the downward? Up or down? Just say up or down. If you guys think it is towards upwards, or if you guys think it's towards downwards, just mention in the chat box. Up or down. What about Johan? Johan, what do you think? Is it opening upwards or down? Okay, you're right. It looks towards down, right? So what should we infer from that observation? We can infer from that observation that our coefficient of x squared term needs to be negative. Yes, since it's opening downwards, the coefficient needs to be negative. Coefficient of x squared term needs to be negative. And this would eliminate option A and C, because in both these options, the coefficient of x squared term is positive. So we now have to deal with option B and D. Cool. Now, next question. Do you guys think the y-intercept is positive or negative? That is the next change in these options, right? In option B and option D, the only difference is that the y-intercept in option B is negative 745.73, and in option D, it is positive 745.73. So the only difference is whether it is positive or negative. So what do you guys think? Should the y-intercept be positive or negative? Comment in the chat whether it should be positive or negative. Viraj, what do you think? Should it be positive or should it be negative? Negative. See, y-intercept is the point wherein the curve cuts the y-axis. So here, see the values of the in the y-axis which are near to the plot is positive. Like it's around 720, 740, 760 around. It's towards the positive side. Right. So do you think the y-intercept will be negative? Viraj, are you sure? So why do you think it should be positive, right? Yeah. Did others understood why it's positive? Johan, did you understand my point? Like why it is positive? Yes, Neha. Fine, Viraj, no issue. Yeah, I got it. So, since it is positive, we can eliminate option B, right? In option B, it is negative. So our answer should be option D. Basically, here I'm just jotting down all the points that I mentioned already. So among the options given, the best fit model should be option B, because it's opening downwards and the y-intercept should be positive. Cool? Prisha? Okay. Let's move on to the next question. So, a group of friends decided to divide the $800 cost of a trip equally among themselves. When two of the friends decided not to go on the trip, those remaining still divided the 800 cost equally. But each friend's share of the cost increased by $20. How many friends were in the group originally? Let's read the question again. So we have a group of friends who decided to go on a trip, and initially their budget, like the amount that the trip cost, is $800. Okay, now they divided the amount equally amongst themselves. Then suddenly two decided not to go. Okay, so they divided the amount among the rest of the people. We after that they observed that initially the amount that each friend shared was 20 less than what it is now. So using this data, we have to find how many friends were in the group originally. I hope you guys got the question, right? So let there be X friends. Let us assume there are X friends in the group. Cool. So since the cost of the trip is 800, when this cost is equally divided amongst the friends, each friend will have how many, I mean, like, what will be the each friend's share? It would be basically 800 by X, right? 800 is the cost of the trip, X is the number of friends. So each friend's share will be 800 by X initially. Now, since two of them decided not to go, what will be the share? Well, the number of friends will be X minus 2. So the share will be 800 by X minus 2. Cool? Yeah. Now, what other information are we given? We are also given that there is a $20 increase over the original share. Okay, that is the difference between the final share and the initial share is 20. So 800 by x minus 2 is the final share, and 800 by x is the initial share, and their difference is equal to 20. That is a $20 increase. That's what we can conclude from our information. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll cross multiply. So 800 into x minus 800 into x minus 2 by x into x minus 2 equal to 20. You guys with me, right? Sneha, you with me, right? Okay. So after this, what we'll do, we'll just expand this, open this bracket of x minus 2. We'll get minus 800x plus 800 into 2. And in the denominator as well, we will expand the bracket to get x square minus 2x. Now 800x minus 800x, they will cancel out. And 800 into 2 is 1600. So basically we'll get 1600 by x square minus 2x equal to 20. Now, bring x square minus 2x to the right side and 20 divide throughout by 20. So what we did is we brought x square minus 2x to the right side, and we also divided the equation by 20. So we get 1600 by 20 equal to x square minus 2x. So 1600 by 20 is basically 80. So we'll get 80 equal to x square minus 2x. So from this, we'll get, like, subtract 80 on both sides, we will get x square minus 2x minus 80 equal to 0. So we now got a quadratic equation in x. We can find the value, solution of this quadratic equation, right? You guys know how to solve this quadratic equation, right? Johan, you know, right? I mean, you guys have tried it before. Okay, so all of you just solve it quickly and tell me what are the possible values of x. Use factorization method or quadratic formula method, whatever method you are comfortable with. Try to solve this quadratic equation and let me know what are the possible values of x. Good, good. Joan, are you sure that both the values are positive? Check your answer again. See whether you made any careless mistake somewhere. Are both the answers negative? I mean, like, see it again, try it out, try it out. There's no. Which of the 4 options is the right one? You gave me 4 solutions, and which one do you think is the right? Cool. What about others? Trisha, Pandey, Varun, you guys, Viraj. Oh, well, did you guys get the same answer, 10 or minus 8. Did you guys solve it? Sneha, did you solve it? Cool. So what I used here is the factorization method, like I'm trying to factorize it. Basically, I have to get -2 when I add the two terms and -80 when I multiply the two terms. So this is what I did. X squared plus 8x minus 10x. 8x minus 10x is basically 2x, and minus 80 equal to 0. And then I factorized it, like took the common term out, and I got it. Since I presume that you guys know how to do it, and since you already got the answer, I'll move ahead. So from this, we'll get x equal to minus 8 or 10. Okay, since what was our x? We assumed our x to be the number of friends in the group, right? Can the number of friends be negative? No, right? So what is only possible value? The only possible value is 10. So x equal to 10. So our answer would be 10. Alina, did you get it? Viraj? Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next question then. So we are given a linear equation in variable x. And what are we asked? We are asked what value of x satisfies the equation. We are basically asked to solve the above equation and find the values of x. And this is very simple question. Like after all these questions that you have tried out till now, this would be like a very easy. Just try it out. Like I'll give you 1 minute. Who solves it first? Let's see who solves it first. Just 1 minute. Okay. Go on. I mean, basically, we have to just expand the brackets and try it, I mean, like solve it. The only thing that we sure is don't make any careless mistakes. Be sure of the signs. That's it. There's nothing much here. Solve it, solve it. Rosanna. Oh, there's a participant called Rosanna. I didn't know. Hi, Rosanna. Well, I think Pandai came with the right answer for the first time. Well, I don't know solving it. See, it's kind of very easy question. Okay. Anyway, let me solve it. So basically, the equation is 2 into 5x minus 20 minus 15 plus 8x is equal to 7. We'll open the brackets. I open the second bracket first. We'll have minus 15 minus 8x equal to 7. Now open the first bracket. We'll have like 2 into 5x minus 2 into 20 minus 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. This equals 10x minus 40, minus 15, minus 8x equal to 7. So add the like terms and we'll get 10x minus 8x equal to 2x, minus 40 minus 15 is equal to 55. So we have like 2x equal to 7 plus 55. Like I added 55 on both sides to get that. So we'll get 2x equal to 62, divide through equation throughout by 31. Divide the equation throughout by 2 in order to get x equal to 31. See, you can jump the steps. There's no issue. Like if you are confident, you can directly jump the steps. I mean, some of the steps are unnecessary. But yeah, I'm happy that you guys got it. Now let's move on to the next, right? Was there anyone who didn't get it? Johan, you understood, right? Okay. Johan. Viraj, you understood? Viraj, Varun. What about Varun? Varun? Oh, we didn't miss anyone, right? Did I? Prisha? Got it right, Prisha? Yeah. Let's move on. Okay. So, read the question, guys. The question says, a laboratory supply company produces graduated cylinders, each with an internal radius of 2 inches and an internal height between 7.7 inches and 8 inches. So, what is the one possible volume rounded to the nearest cubic inch of a graduated cylinder produced by this company? Let's go at it again. What we are given is like we are given graduated cylinders, each with an internal radius of 2 inches. So the internal radius is 2 inches, and internal height of these cylinders lies between 7.7 inches and 8 inches. Cool. So we are asked to find what is the one possible volume. So since there is a range in the internal height, the possible volume lies between a range. Okay, so we have to find that range. If you find that range in an integer in between, will be a possible solution. Cool. Do you guys know the formula for the volume of a cylinder given the internal radius and the internal height? It's like, do you guys know the formula for a cylinder with radius and height given? That's my question. Say yes or no, guys. Like if you know, say yes. If not, no. There's no issue. What about Alina? Do you know? Johan? Rosanna? Is Rosanna there? Yeah. Okay. Well, if it's there, I'm not sure if it's there. Anyway, the equation is like the volume of a cylinder is given by pi r square h, where r is actually the internal radius and h is the internal height. Means like r is the radius and h is the height. So we are basically given graduated cylinders. Okay. We need to find the smallest possible volume and the largest possible volume, and any volume in between, any value in between these two values is a possible solution. So when the smallest possible volume is when the internal height is 7.75, that is the smallest possible internal height. right? So find the smallest possible volume as well as the largest possible volume. Largest possible volume is when the height is 8 inches. So let's calculate it. So take R is equal to 2 because the radius is given to be 2 inches. And for smallest possible, H is 7.75 inches. So on calculation, we will do the necessary calculations. It's pi r square h, that is pi into 2 square. R is 2 square, h is 7.75. I took pi to be 22 by 7, even take it to be 3.14, whichever you are comfortable with. So it's 22 by 7, 2 square is 4 into 7.75. After this calculation, we'll get it to be about 97.42. See, we are asked to round it to the nearest cubic inch. 97.42 can be rounded to 97. So it is 97 cubic inches. That is the smallest possible volume. Now, in order to find the largest possible volume, take R is equal to 2 and H equal to 8. Cool. Then the volume will be pi R square is 2 square, H is 8. So it would be 22 by 7 into 4, that is 2 square, into 8. This will be around 100.57. Cool. And the nearest cubic inch to 100.57. When we around 100.57, it will be 101. Like it's more than 5, right? Like 0.57. It's 0.57. It would be 101, not 100. Do you understand why it is 101? It should be 101. Don't, it is 100. Okay. So we have the smallest possible volume to be 97 and the largest possible volume to be 101. So if you give any answer between 97 and 101, including these two, that could be taken as the correct answer. So the possible solutions are 97, 98, 99, 100, 101. If you give any among these, you will be graded for it, I guess. It's like you will be graded correct. Guys, if you got it, just say yes. What about Viraj? Did you get stuck somewhere? One, two, three, four, five, six. Viraj? Oh, okay. Right. Cool. So let's move on to the next. So read the question. In the XY plane, the graph of, okay, 1 second. Guys, I'll share you this presentation. So you need not worry about it. I'll share it with you. So if you miss any points, you can later on come and see it. Okay. So let's move on. The question. In the XY plane, the graph of y equal to 3x square minus 14x intersects the graph of y equal to x at the point 0, 0 and a. And we are asked to find what is the value of a. We have solved similar kind of questions before. See, what and all can we observe from this question? We can see that the graph of y equal to 3x square minus 14x. It's actually a parabola opening upwards. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with how to solve this question, okay? I'm just saying what I observed from this. like what and all can we say from this question? So y equal to 3x square minus 14x is actually a parabola opening upwards. And y equal to x is actually the straight line, which makes a 45-degree angle with the x-axis. Well, just random thoughts. Anyway, what we need to find is the point of intersection of these two curves. How to solve it? We'll basically substitute y equal to x in the equation y equal to 3x square minus 14x and solve it. Can you guys try it? I mean, it's easy. Just try it out once yourselves. Like, I'll give you some time. If any one of you get the solution of what A is, just type it in the chat box. So what we basically have to do is we have to find the intersection points. And we are given two equations, y equal to 3x square minus 14x and y equal to x. So what we can do is substitute y equal to x that in equation 1. So we'll get like x equal to 3x square minus 14x. We need to basically solve this equation. So guys, solve that equation. And let me know what is the possible values of A. What is the value of A? Solve this quadratic equation and you'll get what the value of x is. And using x, we'll get what value of A is. And value of x and A would, I mean, like x and y should be same using equation 2. So if we get x, we'll get A. So what is the value of A? Anyone? Alina got it. Take your time. Did the rest of you guys get the answer? If you get it, just text. Okay. I was waiting for yes. Okay. So what we did is like 3x square minus 14x minus x is minus 15x. So 3x square minus 15x equal to 0. We took the, means we divided the equation throughout by 3 in order to get x square minus 5x equal to 0. Now we took x out to get x into x minus 5 equal to 0. From this, we get that x is either 0 or x equal to 5. Right. So Since x is equal to 0, then y is also equal to 0. If x equal to 5, then y is also equal to 5. So the intersection points are 0, 0 and 5, 5. So 0, 0 is already given, then the other point is 5, 5. So comparing it with a, we get that a equal to 5. So the answer is a equal to 5. Rosanna, did you understand? Okay. Johan, what about Johan? Johan? Viraj? Yes, got it right? Antai, yeah. Okay, let's move on. Next question. So, we are given a line with the equation 4 by 5x plus y by 3 equal to 1 is graphed in the xy plane. And we are asked to find the x coordinate of the x-intercept of the line. Oh. So we are given a line and we are asked to find the x-intercept, like the x-coordinate of the x-intercept. So for x-intercept, what would be 0? X-intercept is basically the point at which the line cuts the x-axis, and the equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. So if we substitute y equal to 0 in the equation of our line, we'll get the value of the x-coordinate of the x-intercept. I'll come again, I'll say it once again. So basically x-intercept is the point wherein our line cuts the x-axis, right? So what is the equation of the x-axis? The equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. So if you substitute y equal to 0 in our equation, we will get the value of x. And this value is the x coordinate of x-intercept of a line. Cool. So do it, guys. It won't take much time. You can do it. Try it out. It's very easy, really easy. Like just put y equal to 0 in the given equation and you'll get the answer. One by five? Are you sure, Rosanna? Like, if you put y equal to 0, did you get what was the, you get the equation that 4x by 5 is equal to 1. From this, we have to find the value of x. Is it 1 by 5? Okay, try again, try again. Get there. Yes, Pantai, you are right. I'm not sure my pronunciation of your name is right, Pantai, but like, I'm sorry if it's wrong, but that's how I can. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys are right. Rosanna, did you understand where you made the mistake? Okay, Navneet. Oh, you're a guy. I thought you were a girl. My mistake. Cool. Okay. So basically, 4x by 5 is equal to 1. After that, just multiply both sides with 5 by 4. You'll get x is equal to pi by 4, and that is basically 1.25. And our answer is 1.25. In order to visualize, I have shown the graph here. So this green line is basically our equation, means our line, 4x by 5 plus y by 3 equal to 1, this green line. And this point, 1.25, 0 is the x-intercept. It's the point wherein it cuts the x-axis. And this is the y-intercept. 0, 3 is the y-intercept. It is the point where the line cuts the y-axis. Cool. That's to that. The question is done. Viraj, if you're still with me, say an S. So the answer is 1.25. So now let's go move on to the next question. So basically, there are two people, Andrew and Maria. Both of them collected 6 rocks each. And the masses of the rocks are shown in the table above. So in the table given, we are given the masses of the 6 rocks collected by Andrew and Maria. We can see that for Maria, the mass of one of the rocks is not given. I think we have to find that. Yeah. So the question says, the mean of the masses of the rocks Maria collected is 0.1 kilogram greater than the mean of the masses of the rocks Andrew collected. Cool. So what is that? We have to find the mean of the masses of the rocks Andrew collected. And if we add 0.1 to that, we'll get the mean of the masses of the rock Maria collected. Now, yeah, like I said, we have to find the value of x. So we are given the observations of the masses of the rocks Andrew collected. So with that, we can find the mean, right? There are 6 observations. Just sum the 6 observations and divided by the number of observations, which is 6. That will give you the mean. You guys know what the mean is, right? I mean, what mean is? Oh, can you just say an yes or no? Cool. So we'll first find the mean of the masses of the rocks Andrew collected. So basically, yeah. So basically, it's 2.4 plus 2.5 plus 3.6 up to 2.7 divided by 6. Did someone say something? Okay, this will give you, the sum will be 16.8 by 6, which is equal to 2.8. Cool. So that is the mean mass of rocks Andrew collected. We know that mean mass of rocks Maria collected is 0.1 greater than this 2.8. So what will be that? 2.9, right? 2.8 plus 0.1. That will be 2.9. Sorry, I made a mistake. Here it should have been mean mass of rocks Maria collected, not Andrew collected. I made a mistake. Okay, sorry. So the mean mass of rocks Maria collected equal to 2.9. Now, what would be the mean mass? That would be basically x, the sum of all observations, that is x plus 3.1 up to 2.8 divided by 6, and this equals 2.9. This equal to x plus 14.8. This sum 3.1 up to 2.8. The sum of these terms numbers equal to 14.8. So x plus 14.8 by 6. Now multiply the equation throughout by 6 to get x plus 14.8 equal to 2.9 into 6. What is 2.9 into 6? That is 17.4. Now x plus 14.8 will be equal to 17.4. Thus, now subtract 14.8 from both sides. We get x is equal to 17.4 minus 14.8, which is basically 2.6. 2.6 can also be written as 13 by 5. It's just need not do that. If you get 2.6, that's fine. So if you guys got it, understood it, just say yes. If you don't, just say no. I'll just explain it once again. No issue. What about Viraj? Alina? Sneha? Viraj? I think Viraj is taking notes. Let's move. Let's move on to the next questions. So the answer is 2.6, which can also be written as 13 by 5. Both will be taken. Now the next question. Oh, Jeremy deposited X dollars in his investment account on January 1, 2001. Okay. The amount of the money in the account doubled each year until Jeremy had $480 in his investment account on January 1, 2005. Now we are asked, what is the value of X? That is, what is the amount Jeremy deposited on January 1, 2001? Okay. So initially he deposited X dollars in the year 2001, and each year the amount he deposited doubles. And another point is like on January 1, 2005, he had $480 in his investment account. So 2005 and 2001, that is actually a gap of 4 years. So after 4 years, he had $480 in his account. Now we are asked to find what is the initial amount that he deposited. So there are 4 years, and each year the amount is getting doubled. And at the end of, on January 1, 2005, we have $480 in the investment account. So using all these three information, let's find what is the value of X. So X, so in the first year it is X. The next year, the amount is double. It will be 2X. In the next year, that is in the year 2003, it will be 2X into 2. And in 2004, it will be 2X into 2 into 2. You get my point? I mean, like in each year, the amount is getting double. So since there are 4 years in between, we have X into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 4 times. The amount is getting double each year, so 4 times. Do you have any doubt regarding that? If not, I'll move ahead. Since no one is having any doubt, let's see. So we get, what is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2? It's 16. So 16x is equal to 480. So what we get is x equal to 480 by 16, which gives us x equal to 30. Cool. So the answer is 30. Navneet, do you have any doubts? I guess everyone got it? Cool. So we can move ahead to the next question. So the answer is 30. Okay. Oh, I have this. Okay. So what is the question? A school district is forming a committee to discuss the plans for the construction of a new school, new high school. Okay. So they are basically trying to construct a new high school. So of those, to do this, they are forming a committee and they are inviting members. So of those invited to join the committee, 15% are parents of students. So we are given that among those invited, 15% are parents of students. 1 point. 45% are teachers from the current high school. 25% are school and district administrators. Now, upon given, the remaining 6 individuals are students. So what is the remaining percentage? 15% is parents of students, 45% is teachers from current high school, 25% is school and district administration. What is the remaining percentage of invitees? So it is 100 minus 15 plus 45 plus 25. What is that amount? 85. So 100 minus 85, that is 15. So there is a 15% remaining. So 6 students constitute this 15%. Do you get my point? So we are given this 15% of those invited are actually 6 students. Cool. Rosanna, did you get it? Like, there's nothing much there. But still, I don't want you guys to lose. Okay. So we are given this 15% of those invited are 6 students. So let us now take X to be the number of people invited to join the committee. X is the number of people invited join the committee. Okay, I made a mistake here as well. I'll let you know what it is. So 15% of X is equal to not 5, it should be 6. I made a mistake there. So 15 by 100 X equal to 6. That is 15% of the total invitees, which is X is 6. So multiply throughout by 100 by 15 to get X equal to 6 into 100 by 15. This should have 5. This is not 5, it's 6. Okay. So this equal to 600 by 15. What is 600 by 15? It is 40. So we get that X is equal to 40. Okay. So what is X? The number of people invited is equal to 40. We got that. Now, what is our question? What are we asked to find? We are asked to find how many more teachers were invited to join the committee than the school and district administrators. See, the teachers accounts for 45% and the school and district administrators account for 25%. So we are asked to find the difference in the number of teachers now and school and district administrators invited. Okay. That is number of teachers from current high school minus number of school and district administrators that are invited. That is what we need to find. So for that, we need to find the number of teachers from current high school, right? So we got X is equal to 40, right? And 45% of this 40 is actually the teachers invited, right? Okay, so 45 by 100 into 40 equal to 18. So 40 is the number of invitees. So 45 by 100 into 40 equal to 18. So 18 is the number of teachers that are invited from the current high school to join the committee. You're with me, right? Johan, are you with me? No response? Ramneet? Yeah. What about Johan? Is he not there? Hmm. Like this. Maybe some connection issues. Never mind. Let's move ahead. So similarly, we can find the number of school and district administrators that are invited. So it is basically 25%. This is equal to 25 by 100 into 40, which is basically 10. Do the necessary calculations, we'll get it to be 10. So this is the number of school and district administrators that are invited to join the committee. So what we are asked to find is the difference between these two numbers. And that is 8. 18 minus 10 is 8. So we get that 8 more teachers than the school and district administrators were invited to join the committee. So our answer is 8. Cool. Are you guys getting it? Viraj, got it? Rosanna, Navneet, Viraj, Varun, yeah, Elena. I guess I'll stop it here. Like it's only around 2 minutes to 8. So I don't think I have much more time to do any questions. So how was the class, guys? It's my first time teaching you. So what's the opinion? Let's hear. Anything I can improve? But thanks, Prisha. Yeah, problem. I guess next class Iqbal sir will be taking on. Hopefully he'll get well soon. So I don't know when I'll meet you guys for the next time. So I guess have a good day, guys. Hey, guys, have anything to say? If not, bye. I'll share this PDF, like the PPT, in the group so that you guys can refer. Bye, Sneha. Bye, Alina. Bye, everyone. I'm stopping. Okay.